What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good day. Oh man, it's been a case of the Mondays today. Let's start on the jam. What y'all want to hear today? Start on that new. Let's see. It's not gonna get me. It's not gonna get me. All right. Today is Monday. We haven't posted in a while. Sorry about that, but been a little busy, been a little sick, and still got a cough. We did record Friday at the studio, but damn, I was coughing up a lung. Now I was just all uncomfortable, just shivering around, looking like a snake. It was just I don't know, man. I'm getting a little better. Hopefully y'all's week has gone well. I don't know if y'all got to see the fights this Saturday, but Pieria KO, damn, within the first a minute or so. That was epic, man. Yuri's fight was crazy too. Marab's was okay, but still, it was cool. It was cool. So a lot of news to get to today. A lot of crazy stuff going on, especially in Chicago with the ICE situation. I think that shit is. I mean, it's just retarded, bro. Come on, let's just be real. The whole ICE situation is just insane to me. How these people are just like, oh yeah, we're just not gonna follow what ICE says. Like what? You're just gonna do whatever the fuck you want. I don't think that's the way the Constitution works, buddy. I don't think it's the way it works, and it is insane the way people bend over backwards for people that shouldn't even be in this goddamn country is wild to me. How they will go above and beyond to protect somebody that should not be here, and they act like, oh, they did a harmless crime. They just crossed over the border without telling us who they are, what their intentions are, what benefits they're getting, and of course, the illegals are not getting Medicaid, but they are, and they're not getting this, but they do go to the hospital a shitload of times too, and that costs the taxpayers a lot of money. Everything about it's just backwards and stupid, and it just keeps getting dumber and dumber as the time goes by. And these people just keep showing how they're just going down that rabbit hole of fucking idiocracy. And that's where we've come down to where you can't deport nobody, because it's all racist. I really don't get it. I don't understand the end game. I think I mentioned before, like liberals, what is your end game? I really don't think there is an end game other than just let unfettered fucking immigrants come in without knowing who they are. Who cares what their background is? Who cares what their intentions are? Who cares about their criminal record back home? Who cares about any of that stuff? Because asking about it is racist, you know? And it just gets dumber and dumber as time goes by. And I think a lot of people are kind of tired of it. A lot of people are very tired of it. I don't know if Instagram is working. Damn it. I thought Instagram would be working. But, anyways, one of the top stories I really want to talk about today is that dipshit in Chicago that just gets dumber and dumber. We thought with Mayor, what was her name? Beetlejuice Lightfoot. What was her? Lightfoot or Heavyfoot? I don't remember that bitch. Nah, it is Lightfoot, right? It was something like that. Um, she just, I mean, I thought she was peak tard, but I mean, this guy's coming in. What's his name? Brandon. He's coming in and just taking the reins, man. He's like, "Oh my fucking beer! Let me show you what peak tard looks like." Number one, this guy is just insanely stupid, and he just goes on and on. He's over here talking about we're gonna have a what is it, ice free zone. What? Can you do that? I didn't know we could do that now. It is basically, I mean, the whole country is just falling apart at the seams, man. It's bad. It's very bad. Liberal states are just doing whatever the fuck they want. Democrats, as always, just not following the laws. They don't know what supremacy clause is in the Constitution, and they think constitutionalists. Supremacy clause that don't know. That just basically says federal law is supreme to any state law, and they're not understanding. And one of the things is they're not even understanding that that you like the federal law, like the laws that ICE and all that are in the books. Like they're actually breaking the law. They're not doing anything righteous or anything. They're breaking the law by not providing ICE any security. They're breaking the law by telling officers to stand, by harboring illegal immigrants and making sure that they stay in the country no matter what, at all costs. Even if they're going to kill Americans, fuck it. We can't have it. We need these immigrants here. If they're fucking rape, they're gonna do this. Hey, don't ask questions, you racist. You move on. You move along now, racist. You bigot. That's all it is, on constant gaslighting on an epic level. And the gaslighting is just, oh man, superb. Jesus Christ. I never thought I'd see gaslighting at this level, and it is fucking mwah. It's a spicy meatball. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, I will give the Democrats that. They are fucking great. They are great at gaslighting. Oh my god. I never thought they would be that good. But they're that good. Gotta give it to them. Again, I apologize for the cough, guys. For all that nobody that's in my stream. I'll get somebody one day. But still, I'm gonna keep on hustling, baby. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So let's go ahead and see. If you don't follow me one more time, it's S Blitz on X. I know, man. X is fucking. It always messes me up. But we're trying
executive order.
trying to get some stuff. I know we've been shadow banned a lot on X. I remember my last account. I got shadow banned really badly, and they put like a sensitive warning on there. And one thing about when you get a sensitive warning, and it was nothing I did wrong, because I asked them, "What did I do wrong?" And they're like, "Oh, you should just put better content." And I'm like, "What did I didn't even put nothing. I was like just quoting something." And then they're all, "Oh yeah, wherever you put better content." It was just an AI going back and forth, and then you can't get out of it. I'm like, really? You're just stuck in this fucking realm of sensitive content where nobody can see your shit. Ain't that a bitch? But anyways, let's go ahead and see what this dumb fuck has to say, Brandon Johnson. And it's, I warn you, it's stupid. And look at this stupid walrus over here with a little nose ring. Like I'm all for like tattoos and nose ring, obviously. But I mean, when you're in next to the mayor, I mean, you should come on. Let's class it up a little bit. Come on, ladies, let's class it up. You got this little torta next to you over here with the nose ring. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch what she has.
Today, we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control administration. The order establishes ICE-free
How dare this administration follow federal law? Those assholes. What a fascist. Trump, you're a fascist following the law, sir. That's just what he said right there. Speak Lebanese to you guys. Let's go ahead and keep going.
That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids. And today, we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control administration. The order establishes ICE-free zones. That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds for these raids.
I just noticed I played it twice. My bad, everybody. But yes, now that is peak stupidity. He's just, the same old thing, just catering and damn, the what is the pandering and the whole virtue signaling that he's doing is insane. I just don't understand. How can you vote for this guy and feel, if you voted for this man, how do you feel right now? And you see videos over and over. I've seen many videos where black citizens are talking about like, oh, these people left us behind or care about more about illegal immigrants than they do their own citizens. But you continue to vote that way just because the man is black. I saw the map in Chicago. All the black neighborhoods voted for him. All the white neighborhoods voted for the white person. All the Hispanic neighborhoods voted for the Hispanic person and the mayoral race. And it was just all fucking tribalism. That's all it was. And it's sad. Like that's sad, man. That you vote. Like I don't understand that concept either. I really want to understand it. That you just assume because somebody has the same ethnicity as you that they have your best interests at heart. That's some of the stupidest shit I've ever seen. I remember one time I was having a conversation with a colleague when I was actually teaching at that time, and she starts talking about Native Americans and how great it was before the white man ever showed up, and it just got to the point I was just like I can't be quiet because I'm just I gotta mouth off, and I was like, what are you talking about? They're raping and pillaging and killing and fucking every other thing in between with each other the whole time, way before white man ever showed their face on in North America. And she just was like, yeah, but it was different because it was them doing it to their own people. It wasn't for somebody that shouldn't belong there doing it to them. And my whole, I mean, to me that was the dumbest thing I could have ever heard, because I was like, I don't know about you, but if I'm getting fucking raped, if I'm getting rammed in my ass, I don't care. Oh, you look like me. Hold on, hold on. Oh, you're Hispanic like me. Oh, we're both beaners. Go for it, bro. Have fucking fun. Go at it. Hey, just clean up when you're done back there. That's not how it works. I don't feel better that you look like me and you're doing horrible things. Like, oh, okay, well, at least it's somebody. It's one of my own. No, I don't give a shit if you are the same color, you are the same like culture, heritage. That shit does not matter. The one thing that matters is you're fucking raping, you're killing, you're doing all that stuff that I don't want you to do to me. So we need to get out of this tribalist mindset of, yeah, he looks like me, so we're one of the same, and he has my best interest at heart, because those motherfuckers do not have your best interest. And I mean, that goes for any politician. I'm not trying to say that, but people just have this assumption now. Oh, yeah, well, I want to vote for somebody that looks like me. Why? Why? Why don't you vote for somebody that's going to have your best interest? That's going to have something where you can say, "Hey, I'm glad I voted for that person because that person's actually doing something that I like. That person's actually making my life a little easier, a little better, and they're doing something that's benefiting the future of this country because I'm giving, I'm handing this country down to my kids, and I want them to have something to be proud of. I want them to have something, and I don't want them to grow up in this fucking jungle of third world, immigrants that don't know anything about American culture, American lifestyle, and don't even know English. And for what? Just so we could feel good about ourselves? Like, yeah, we're helping people. Woo! Yeah. Hey, we might put our kids at risk, but in like 5 generations, they'll assimilate, they'll adapt. That's not. I'm not willing to do that. If you're willing to do that to your own people, that's on you. Don't put that shit on everybody. But yes, just to show the craziness of it all, because ChatGPT, and I kind of want to just see. I have not done this, so we'll share it together. Let's see. Is what Brandon Johnson doing legal in Chicago, where you can have it as an ice free zone? Let's see what ChatGPT, because I was asking it other questions earlier, and it was just giving me nothing but woke fucking answers. And I'm not a lawyer, of course, yeah, but I can explain. From what I gathered, Mayor Brandon Johnson signed an executive order that prohibits ICE and other federal civil immigration agents from using city-owned, city-controlled property, parking lots, vacant lots, garages, schools, parks, etc., staging areas, processing locations or operations, in order to offer voluntary participation in private owners. They can signage, refuse ICE. Okay, but I want to see federal supremacy and constitutional powers. Yes, here are some of the constitutional and statutory issues that may arise. Yes, that's what I was just saying. Immigration enforcement is a federal function under the U.S. Constitution. The executive branch has authority over immigration. That is 100% correct. The supremacy clause means federal law generally overrides conflicting state local law. Now, obviously, yes, and that is the supremacy clause in the Constitution. If this order prevents federal agencies from carrying out their duties, if there is no warrant or legal basis, there may be conflict. And I think I want to know y'all's opinion, but I think we should definitely this should be in priority in the Supreme Court, and this needs to be settled, because what the fuck are we doing where you just can be a rogue state, a rogue city, and it's just like, oh yeah, well, whatever, we're just gonna do it, what we want. We don't want you here, so we're just gonna fucking make it as hard as possible. And we all saw that 911 call, or that one call where they're telling emails. I'm sorry, where they're telling other officers to not assist these ICE agents. It is just disgusting, the stuff going on. Property rights and jurisdiction. The city does control its own property. It regulates who is allowed or is using city controlled property to some extent. Declaring that the city property may not be used for certain federal enforcement operations is more within that control. Okay, so that could be something. But there are limits. For example, if federal agents have a valid warrant or a federal law, in courts have that some federal facilities or operations have to have access. Yes. Okay. So enforcement of executive order. The order doesn't authorize Chicago police to bar or arrest ICE, and I think that's where it's going to go down, right? If they're really gonna go all in, federal agents are gonna have to arrest some ICE agents, and I want that to fucking happen so they could fuck around and find out that. Ooh, let's see where that goes. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want I don't want a civil conflict. I don't want civil war. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, let's get. Okay, I got my guns. Yeah, civil war. Like you obviously don't understand the ramifications of that actually happening because that would be just detrimental to our whole country. It would set us back so much, and it would I mean, was when you look at the original Civil War, would you say it's a success? I mean, it was in the fact that we got the 13th, 14th, the 15th Amendment, right? We got the 13th, which outlawed slavery. That is good. We had the 14th that made natural citizenship, but that one's being used by a bunch of LGBT people now, kind of fucking things up in there, putting men and women sports, and and then also having people that do not belong here come in illegally, get pregnant or already are pregnant, and then have a baby, and that baby's an American citizen, which is the most stupidest thing. I mean, that is the most like self-inflicting wound of a thing that you can do. Like, oh yeah, let's just let a bunch of people come in, and no matter what, we're just gonna like, yeah, oh, you were born here, no matter what, even under the circumstances that your person, the person that gave birth to you, came in illegally makes no sense. And then all of a sudden you get citizenship, you get benefits, and I don't like that. I like what the big Ramaswamy. I said Bakaswamy. The big bubble boo boo. The big Ramaswamy. I like what he had to say. He had to say the truth, man. Like, hey, just like a diplomat doesn't get birthright citizenship, so doesn't an illegal. And I actually read it. Now that's up for interpretation. And how would that be enforced? Are we going to go back? Are we going to just do it from here on out? That would be interesting to see. I know it's going to the Supreme Court. I don't think as a liberals would really. I think that would be. Oh come on, be the Civil War time for sure, 100%. Um, sorry about the cough, guys. Oh man, my internet going in and out. Why is it always doing this now? But I just don't see it, man. I don't see it happening. I hope it does, but it's gonna be a sketchy one. Um, Now you had the 15th Amendment, or which let African Americans vote, but then we know what happened once Reconstruction was over. The North left because of that one the situation going on, and it was a presidency. I forgot what presidency that was. I should know this, but yeah, one of the deals was the Democrats will get the presidency, and Republicans in the North uh, take their troops out of the South. We end up in Jim Crow era. Things were going good, and I mean, we still had just years and years of fucking fighting from 1860, 65 all the way on of just fighting and fighting all the way to 1964, where we had the civil rights movement. And what I'd say yes, but it didn't really solve anything. We eventually evolved where the South got less racist and the North, the South got more industry, and it came up to speed with the North, and eventually um, we got rid of Jim Crow and Plessy versus Ferguson, and everything kind of settled itself, and we're doing good all the way up to the 90s. The top shows were all black shows. Rap was some of the biggest music. Everybody was doing okay. I mean, there was racist things here and there, but we're doing good as a country. And then Obama comes in, and race baiting 101 starts, and then we have the worst race relations going forward ever since, and it's gotten worse and worse. We have identity politics and rules of just identity politics and tribalism and just stupidity of coming into these just stupid shit going on. And I'm just like, I don't know, was it a success? It was to some extent, but it didn't really solve all our issues. So many people died in the Civil War, and it just continued to go on more and more. The North and South still complained and still fought against each other. Thankfully, we had the radical Republicans that really pushed through the 13th through the 15th Amendments. And then, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? But say sorry, I went on a little rant there. I kind of lost my train of thought for a little bit. Um, Order doesn't authorize Chicago police to bar or arrest ICE agents who violate legal recourse lawsuits by the city. This means that practical enforcement depends on legal proceedings, not immediate boots on the ground. Have a lot of things, but likely outcomes. The order is probably legal in many respects, especially where it concerns city-owned property. The city has a lot of leeway and control of its own property. Okay, so I could see that, but I don't know, man. I don't know what the end game is, dipshits, man. I really don't know. Other than just civil conflict. And it's just getting worse and worse. We see it getting worse and worse. It's not like it's a figment of our imagination. We just continue to see it just going down the shitter, just going down the shitter over and over. Now I don't know if you got to see this wreck. This was an intense situation. Where did it go? Oh man, I love this one. Look at this. They hate it. They see that bitch. They hate it. Patrol. That's so good. So good, dude. God. I'm swinging. They hoping they don't catch me riding. I apologize for my internet, but it says refuse to walk, we'll give you a ride. The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement's Instagram or whatever, I mean the Instagram X account is just epic, dude. The Pokemon thing was fantastic. This is good. Everything is just it's just on point, man. Whoever's running that is the greatest social media team I've ever seen. They're gonna, where did it go? This was what is it? DHS crash. It was a, I don't know if y'all got to see it. DHS truck. I think that might be, no, that's not it. I had it in my, hold on, let me go back to this. Holy shit, what the hell? What is that? The deadly moment at she crashes. Whoa. I don't know what that is. Looks intense. Shahed crashes in. Is that a drone? What the fuck is that? All right. Well, let me go back to it. I have it here somewhere. So let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and stop sharing real quick. And I'm gonna find it for you guys. But I want to know how y'all doing today. How's everybody? Go ahead and just get in that chat. Let me know, and let me know if you saw that wreck. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna find it right now. Do 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 do. Man, how did I miss that? Where did I put it? I had it somewhere. Let's go see people wreck into immigration truck. But yeah, man, it's, oh, is this it? No. It's pretty crazy that all the stuff that they're doing. What do y'all think about all the stuff? What do you think is gonna happen? You think it's gonna turn into global conflict? I mean, civil conflict, like to the point of just craziness is gonna happen, or do you think it's gonna settle down? Do you think Trump's gonna put water on the fire? What is your take? Van. I swear, I always everything so easy. When I'm live in Chicago. I think it was Chicago. Let's. Why is it so hard to find now? Immigration. Boxing. All right. I don't find it right here. I'm gonna be sad. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here it is. Finally, finally found it. I gotcha. I gotcha. All right, let's go ahead and see who got to watch this the other day. It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild how this went down. But let's go ahead and read it. So it says, Justin, the Department of Homeland Security has confirmed a second attack on federal immigration officials in Chicago on Saturday. The driver of the SUV repeatedly rammed an ICE vehicle in a targeted assault. DHS McLaughlin. This is another vehicular and that day in Chicago where an individual rammed a nice vehicle. This violence is rampant, and much as JB Princer wants to whitewash all the facts on the ground, this must end. And agree, man. JB Princer, that's Princer. I can't even say Princer. JB Princer is a fucking idiot, and he deserves to just be. I mean, he needs to be indicted for charges for all the stuff that they're doing. So is Brandon Johnson. They need to just defund all these places that are gonna basically take illegals over any American citizens, and they're just gonna go all out. So fuck them. Let's go. And Pam Bondi, Trump. When are you gonna get rid of this dumb bitch? everybody on the right in the mega movement wants her gone, and you just keep spewing out how she's gonna be the best, known as the best AG and all this out there in history. Like, what are you talking about? There's so much of a disconnect between Trump and his base right now, and that's one of the biggest problems I have with Trump at the moment. It's just he's not reading the room anymore. He used to read the room, and we could complain, bitch, on X, on True Social, and all this shit, and he'd be all right. And then all of a sudden, he just has no one's in his ear telling him, bro, your base is not happy with with this whole situation. Cash Patel needs to fucking, I don't know if he's having conflict with her, but either way, something needs to happen to where there needs to be more indictments. There needs to be more arrests for a lot of these people. They talk about they're breaking the law, and then that's it. We just get lip service, and then it doesn't go anywhere. And it's like, dude, we're tired of this shit. They've arrested all y'all. They put all y'all through the perp walk, and then all of a sudden you come in and then you're fucking tiptoeing around the whole situation. Like, well, they did do this, and the NGOs are doing this, and everything's happening. Where the fucking arrests? If I don't see any arrests, then I don't really give a shit because I want wake me up when the arrests happen. That's what I want to see. But let's go ahead and watch this crazy video that came out Saturday. Oh wow, there's no sound to this one. Let me refresh. It has to be sound. I remember hearing the sound. And of course, that happens. All right, let's see it. There we go. I guess there's no sound of this one. This sucks. Look at that. Ramming it some more. That's crazy. And then boom, it's gonna hit that curve. Maybe they're doing this for copyright shit because of the song. I'm sure I'm gonna get copyrighted for that riding dirty. Look at this. And finally they quarter his ass in. I believe somebody gets out with the gun on their end as well. Look at that. Fucking crazy. These people are psychos. These people are psychos, bro. I dealt with. If you're doing this kind of shit, I don't know what else to say other than then we got to take drastic measures, man. Because I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the law enforcement. They really need to start like really defending themselves and looking for anything of these cycles that doing this fucking. Look at this. Look like a third world country right now, dude. I'm surprised there's no sound. Look at these idiots. Something needs to be done, man. It's getting worse. Violence is ramping up. We see it over and over. Now it says 4 illegals were just arrested on robbing and strangling a man in Pink Line train in Chicago. The attack happened in broad daylight, 4:45 on Saturday. All 4 of these illegals have been housed in a tax-paying funded shelter for illegals. Yeah, bro. All this needs to fucking go. Deport every one of these fucking beaners, bro. Every one of these motherfuckers. Deport them all. I don't understand why we waste any time with this, and why Chicago and every other liberal city is just harboring these idiots, dude. And then on top of that, but I mean, I gotta say their messaging is crisp. They can convince a whole country, half the country, my bad, because half the country is not a bunch of idiots. They could convince half the country that they are just, arresting abuelitas and abuelitos and these grandpas and all this shit. And it's like, yeah, there's some that are getting arrested, but Tom Hammond said, you're not going to feel safe. If you're here illegally, you shouldn't feel safe. And I totally agree with them. If you come to a country illegally, you should not feel emboldened to do whatever the fuck you want. And that needs to stop. Uh, what is this? I haven't seen this. So let me read this first. I haven't seen this one. Pandemonium in Chicago neighborhood as a violent mob attacks federal officers. Okay, so see, look at this shit. Following an attack on ICE agents today that led to a shooting of an armed for DHS. This is outrageous. All right, man. This is. I mean, I mean, we're becoming the shithole country. We have become the shithole country. Let's just be honest. Look at this shit. It's and then look at these little bitches. Damn, why did nothing have sound now? Look at this little soy boy fucking fruitcake. God damn, he's probably like 120 wet. 120 pounds wet. Look at him. A little bitch that's just getting paid by some Soros funded NGO to create havoc, and nothing ever gets done to them because they just do whatever the fuck they want and they wear their stupid mask. But the irony that I love, I love it. It's fantastic. Is they're bitching about ICE agents wearing their masks and not showing their face while they do the exact same shit, but the ICE agents are actually following the law and taking out criminals like themselves, and they're actually doing a bunch of crime. And somehow the news forgets that. They don't even bother talking to them about the whole situation. Like Antifa demasked as everything about it. It's crazy. Illegal weaponize their vehicles in deliberate attempts to ram and injure agents making arrests and noise. See that over and over, over and over. You see the same shit. You could just put in one thing over and over. And we continue to allow this to happen while these idiots, these leaders of ours, just kind of gaslight us and say, like, no, we're the problem. You're the problem. You're the problem for noticing this shit. We see what's going on in Portland. If you haven't seen it, there's so much craziness going on in Portland. And of course, they're saying, oh, it's just one city block. It's not a big deal. So let's go ahead and watch this. I was watching this early. I think I watched it a little earlier.
Lot of tension out here last night. We witnessed a violent fist fight that left a man unconscious and injured. We saw the American flag being burned. We saw people getting maced in the face. And then once again, we saw a bunch of clashes with federal agents. We'll dive right into the video. Take a look.
I got to say, though, man, that guy has the best hair in the industry. Look at this guy. It looks like he could play fucking Superman or some shit. Fox, he really did a number on this one, huh?
Once again, we saw a bunch of clashes with federal agents. We'll
he's interviewing for a fucking role. Look at him.
Dive right in the video. Take a look. This was last night. One of those clashes. You see federal agents bull rushing, coming a protester who had stepped onto federal property despite repeated warnings. There were protesters on a megaphone taunting the Fed, saying, "What are you going to do if we step on the property?" Well, that person found out. There's another video we had showing agents chasing down and arresting a separate protester, though it's unclear exactly what she was detained for. Then take a look at this. This was.
I do want to say this though. I mean, is this the country we want to live in? Is this the country we want to leave behind? Is this a legacy we want to fucking broadcast? I really want to know, like, for a lot of y'all on the left, like this, and people on the right, I've even heard them say this. But if we keep electing Trump or following what he's doing, they're just gonna keep doing this shit. So we gotta elect somebody new. And I know Trump doesn't have another election, and I'm not on board either. I hate when people say, "Hey, Trump, another 4 years, Donald Trump." No, man, he's fucking 78 or how old is he now? Ready? He needs to fucking go. I voted for him. I'd vote for him again if he didn't win this last time and he would try it again. But it's time for him to go. His time is up. His 8 years is gonna when his 8 years is up. I'll be thankful that he did it. It's not as good as I thought it would be, but we're not even a year in, so I'm gonna hold my breath. But I still support Donald Trump, and I hope he does a lot of shit that we've been asking him to do. But other than that, I don't think he needs to go another 4 years. I think that's stupid and it's silly, and it's just, I mean, you're just giving the left more and more ammunition to go with, and mind warp their fucking fan base of these crazy sycophants on the left that just really think that Donald Trump's this fascist, even though they sit around and talk about the man all day long, and they're all like, "Oh, he's a fascist." Like, I obviously you don't know how fascism government works, because you wouldn't be able to have a radio station, you wouldn't be able to have a podcast, you wouldn't be able to have a TV station where you just shit on the man 24 hours a day. That's not how what a fascist does. Mussolini didn't have opposition. Adolf Hitler didn't really take kind to his opposition. Donald Trump, he talks shit about him, but of course, if you're gonna trash him, he's gonna talk shit. But he doesn't go start arresting any news agents. I mean, any news anchors or anything that's talking about him, or have the Gestapo that they kind of fucking throw on all the time. And yeah, man, it's stupid. It's stupid. And these motherfuckers, all of these people need to get arrested. The federal government needs to make sure that they're actually being indicted, because a lot of these people are getting released or their charges are getting dropped. On top of that, we saw in the BLM riots where all these people got arrested in DC and ended up suing the government for that. Not only did they get away with their crimes, they ended up getting paid too. Imagine getting paid to do this shit. It's fucking crazy.
That violent fight. These two men had been jawing at each other all night long. Then the fists started flying. The man in the white shirt was pro-ice, the black shirt anti-ice. He was the one who got laid out with a punch to the face. And minutes later, we saw him appear to collapse with.
Look at that little bitch, bro. Oh, you a hoe. You're such a hoe for this. Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out. What a bitch. You started the fight. I've seen this video already. The guy in the white shirt was telling him, back away, back away. And he didn't want to fucking back away. He got knuckle sandwiched. And then now he's over here playing fucking the victim. As always, on cue, these lefties can't handle the shit that they dish out. And then they hate police. But when it's time for them to arrest their opponents, right away, call the police. Call the police. He's hitting me. How dare he fucking defend himself after I threw some fucking Molotov cocktail at him? It's so stupid, man.
Federal agents and then go limp with some serious swelling to his face. Those feds had to carry him inside their building for medical attention. But Dana, Bill, there was no Portland police out here to intervene during any of this. It's an issue that the Portland ICE director told me has been an ongoing problem due to local politics. Take a listen.
Not really supposed to respond to this building. There have been folks that have been assaulted right down here on the street, even across the street, and it takes Portland police a while to respond, or sometimes they don't respond at all.
Is that frustrating?
It is frustrating. It's frustrating for us to watch people be attacked on the street and know that we don't have the authority to be able to really step in unless there's some nexus to federal law.
What happened, Trump? They're releasing the dogs out. Come on. What are we doing here? Let's do it. Let's go all in or all out. One or the two. Sitting on the sidelines ain't going to cut it. It's just like the wars that were in the proxies. You're either going all in or all out. Which one are you doing? Because this playing both sides shit, it doesn't cut it.
That's frustrating for us.
Now, anti-ICE protesters also set.
And this old ass dude still protesting like it's the fucking 60s. Oh, what a fucking loser, dude. Whose grandpa is this? Whose grandpa is this? Come get your fucking dumbass grandpa, dude. Send him home. Go put it on put on CNN. He'll sit in this chair and watch it all day and fucking Trump. Orange man bad. And then this idiot thinks she's in fucking, what is it? Oh, what was that movie? What was that movie name? The one with it's gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna drive me nuts. Hold on. What was that movie name? Black movie. Chris Tucker's in it, and he ODs. Whoever's on there, who knows it? What's that movie? Hold on. ODs to Al Green song. All right, here it is. Dead presidents. There we go. She's over here looking like a dead president's fucking extra, but she's white. So, and I don't know about y'all, but have y'all seen all the fucking videos of white people saying the N-word? Dude, all of them are, you see them all the time, man. It's crazy. I'm like, what is going on? These white people just throwing out the N-word all cool, and then everybody's just like, whatever. She's a leftist. She could get away with it. You know, she's not racist. Of course, it's the A. I'm not trying to say she's saying it with the ER, but still, that whole N-word thing is kind of fucking silly. This whole thing where everybody adopted it now, and it's just like a thing now. And it's like, oh, dude, y'all sound like idiots. But let's go.
This American flag on fire before it was ripped away by independent journalist Nick Sorter. He put the flames out and took the flag away. That led to him being cussed out by protesters. More on him in a second. But lastly, want to show you this.
I saw Nick Sorter got arrested. If y'all didn't see that, Nick Sorter is a pretty, really good independent journalist. I know he works. I believe he works with Laura Loomer quite a bit. Not the biggest fan of that, everything they do, but good shit. Sucks that he got arrested.
Let's take a look. We witnessed this female protester getting maced in the face by a federal agent for unknown reasons.
In the face! You stupid bitch! That's what you get. Hold on, I want to watch that on repeat. Hold on, where you at?
Second, but lastly, want to show you this. Take a look. We witnessed this female protester getting maced in the face by a federal agent for unknown reasons. She had been yelling at agents, but we didn't see anything get physical. Well, Portland police officers who were watching from the sidelines then walked over and began collecting videos afterwards.
Somebody put a dick in her mouth. Shut her up. God damn it, this dumb bitch. That's what you get. In the fucking face. That's what you get. That's what you get for being a dumb bitch.
Showing that macing from the witnesses, and officers on scene told our producer they are reviewing the incident for potential federal wrongdoing. And back out here live at the end of
here we go.
The night after all the tension and Portland police sent in the rapid response unit and made 3 arrests. We can confirm that one of those arrests was that independent journalist Nick Sorter. We're going to talk to him shortly to figure out what happened. But bottom line here, guys, a lot of tension, things getting violent out here, and still the National Guard has not been deployed to this building just yet.
Okay.
All right. So there was 3 arrests, one being the goddamn person on the right and the other 2. Why is there why? This was anything, the right was doing anything remotely close to this. And I hate playing the whataboutism, but it's definitely relevant in this situation. If the right ever did anything remotely close to this shit, everyone would be arrested. Everyone would be arrested. Oh my God. This is fucking ridiculous. And look at this over here. And Antifa thug winds up. Oh yeah, I saw this earlier. Look at these idiots. This dude right here. And I'm surprised, like, I'm getting to the point, like, if you're gonna go to these protests, I mean, you might as well just say, I'm gonna just go get beat up. And you're gonna get beat up, and it's not because they're stronger. It's just they have the law on their side. They get away with all the shit. They have lawyers on standby at the fucking at the positions that they're in, just waiting. And anything that you do, and the law officers get involved in any fucking way, you're gonna go down. You're the one that's gonna go down for them hitting you. And at some point, it's gonna boil over to where the right's gonna say, "Fuck it, we're going in a mob and we're just gonna take over." Because I really, like, what else is the other option other than just getting beat on? We've been getting beat on since 2015 when Trump went down the escalator. There's been people on the right just getting beat up every goddamn time, throwing eggs on them, throwing fucking piss on them, throwing fucking rocks at them, everything, hitting, punching, gang fucking beatings, called names, called racial slurs, especially white people calling black people racial slurs. And nothing ever happens. It's the same thing. Some of these people go away finally. Like they have to literally throw a Molotov cocktail in like a police car, which that one stupid lawyer chick did in New York. Finally, she went away for a little bit, and I guarantee you she's probably getting early release. I haven't looked into that, but I guarantee you something's probably happening. It happens over and over. At some point, there's going to be a breaking point, and that breaking point is going to be fucking ugly. And I'm not looking forward to it because that's when things get really really nasty. And and there's no other way. Like I'm really want to know at what point is it's gonna get to that breaking point, and then people on the right, because they have more guns than people on the left, and that's where it's gonna get fucking nasty. And that just tells you one thing: when Charlie Kirk got shot. Now let's put it on the other foot. If any leftist prominent figure got shot, every place in this whole country would be boarded up. Every major city is what I mean. Sorry about that. Every major city in this whole country would be boarded up. It would be on edge. There would be fucking terrorist attacks on from the left to the right. You would see shit at churches. You would see shit at abortion. You would see shit at churches. My bad. You would see shit at any Republican like fucking facility. You would see all kinds of stuff. You would see just windows broken downtown. There'd be deaths because there would be shootings to anybody that's on the right. It would be total chaos. And all of a sudden you see Charlie Kirk get shot on the right and nothing happens. You just see people praying or people going to God. That tells you about the two sides. That alone tells you right there who's on the right and who's on the left. I mean, who's on the right and who's on the wrong. And you see it all the time. And I'm not saying you have to be towards God. I mean, everybody does their own thing. But you saw the right unite. They showed love. They were pissed off, but they showed love, and they didn't. There was no riots in any major cities, and there's no way you could convince me that would be the same situation if that happened to somebody on the left. There's absolutely no fucking way, because you can't even deport a goddamn criminal without y'all rioting in the streets. You can't even fucking put somebody in jail that broke the law without y'all tearing the whole city down, causing billions of dollars. A criminal fucking dying from a fentanyl overdose. We all know who we're talking about. Don't try to act stupid. Without you burning multiple cities to the ground, billions of dollars, like 12 to 16 deaths, I believe. All that. There's no way you can tell me that this is a both sides. There's no way. If you do, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to your audience. You're deliberately lying and you're gaslighting everybody to make it sound like, oh, it's only one side doing these things. Nah. I mean, it's both sides doing these things. No, it's not. It's your side. It's your side constantly. We've seen it over and over. You might have some lone right wing fucking nut job, and everybody condemns it. Everybody talks about how stupid that is, how horrible that is, how that's not the right way. On the left, it's like, yeah, it's bad. It was bad, but he was a hateful person because he talked about trans people and he talked about black people, and not the way that they're making him sound. He talked about black people. He was just telling the fucking truth on a lot of black culture and a lot of things that happened that basically ruined the fucking two-parent household in the black communities. And talking about, oh, he said he was going to question any black pilot. No, he was saying the way DEI works, it makes you question, is that person actually qualified? And he doesn't want to live in a world like that because he wants the best person for the job. But y'all don't take any of that consideration because you just run with your talking points that make no fucking sense, no consistency, and you just go with it. And then everybody just follows along, clapping like fucking, see how fucking wrapped up I'm getting. Yeah, throw this shit, boom. Nah. Anyways, you see this shit all the time, and it's just getting to the point right here. And this is where see, you would not catch me right here, this guy having a flag over my face with a guy with a rod behind him. And look at this behavior. Tell me this is sane behavior. A fucking grown woman. Is that a woman? I'm assuming. I don't want to. I mean, only a woman would do some shit like that, or a fucking annoying soy boy. But look at that. I mean, where do you get it in any sane world? Just fucking, I'm just gonna bother them with this thing. Like that's like some fucking annoying, like like the people that I can't even comprehend that level of fucking stupidity and childish behavior. I really can't. It's hard. It's hard to even get in the mindset of, hey, what are you gonna do, bro? Hey, we're gonna go to that protest. Oh, what are you gonna do? Nah, I got a pot, dude, and I got a fucking wooden whatever the fuck spoon. I'm just gonna fucking and just get on their nerves and keep hitting it in front of their face. Oh yeah, it's fucking cool, bro. I got you. That's why the conversation went down. Is that how it went down? What a fucking child you are. I want you to know that. What a fucking child you are to do that kind of, like, to display that kind of fucking behavior and think that you're doing something good and you're the one in the right. You're the one at the just cause. You're justified in what you're doing. You're fighting the fucking man, bro. You're fucking doing it, bro. What a loser this person is. You are a damn loser. I just want to say that to you. Look at this. I had to lower the volume. I'm so annoyed. Exactly. They want you to react so you can play the victim. And no other place other than the leftist fucking dumb rally could somebody get away with pounding a pot like that with a spatula, whatever that is, in your face and not get punched. There's no other situation. This what a child. There he goes, winding up. See, at this point, why are we giving him the benefit of the doubt? Fucking hit him already. Look at that. Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Look at this. This is the left in a nutshell right here. Look right here. Oh, no, I'm not doing nothing. Don't touch me. And they know nothing's gonna happen to them. They know. They're aware. What? God, these people are cowards. I'm sorry. It makes me heated to watch this stuff. It makes me so mad. Like any other fucking situation, that person would be punched, laid out in the street for that kind of behavior, for that kind of just, you know, everything that they're doing there is just ridiculous. Come on, y'all can't take one little soy boy down. Come on. Hard to watch. It really is hard to watch because of this
demonstrators.
I did want to end with this. I really like this since everybody's talking about the whole ICE situation going on with all the repeated attacks on ICE agents. It's just been it's craziness, man. It's out of control. It is out of control, and we become this crazy looking country now of these weirdos on the left just doing the most like crazy shit to the other side, and the other side constantly just taking it over and over. And that's what I'm afraid of, because people have taken it so long. It's about like that time where it's going to boil over and somebody's going to do something crazy. And this is why I don't protest, or this is why I don't go out in the streets, because there's no benefit in there other than you're going to go show your voice. And you're going to show your voice, and what? Somebody's going to do that to you, doing this. Imagine just all day, like a little fucking child. And then for what? You to hit him? Because I couldn't take that. I'm going to hit somebody. I'm gonna push him at least. Like, get the fuck out of my face. I don't play that shit. I don't know where they're from, but where I'm from, you don't do that kind of stuff. You get shot, you get hurt, you get stabbed. And I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying where I come from, you can't get away with shit like that. It doesn't happen. And I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I don't get how one side can keep doing this for what's it going on? It's going on 10 years now, for a decade, and just getting away with it, man. And anytime they'll punch you in the face, and then they're like the Hamas. They punch you in the face and hide behind somebody, and then, oh, no, look at what he's doing. Look, officer, get him. He started it. You've seen so many videos like that. Get him. Cowards, man. Cowards. I love this one. I wanted to end on this. Steve Miller puts this man in his place. It is a battle of of the bald heads right here. I gotta say, these two men have great looking bald heads. Look at this. It's just perfectly like circle circumference wise. It's fantastic. It's a battle. I don't even know who wins. I know this guy's kind of glowing over here. Look at this guy. He won it. I'm sorry, Steve Miller. But yeah, dude. I mean, if I was gonna go bald, I wish I had a head like that. I mean, I'm already bald, but I don't have a head that proportionate. It looks awesome. But let's go.
There wasn't actually a threat that these demonstrators are going to overthrow the government. Are you concerned that response weakens your legal argument?
There's not an actual threat. We just saw video after video after video of them doing crazy shit. We've seen it over and over, like I said. And come on, guys. Let's lower the temperature. Y'all are acting crazy. It's not that big of a thing. Stupid.
No, they are actually, as we speak, trying to overthrow the core law enforcement function of the federal government. Boris, this is, I think, where we're talking past each other. When ICE officers have to street battle against Antifa, hand-to-hand combat every night to come and go from their building, when they try to exit in a vehicle, when they are swarmed and surrounded and they try to tip the vehicle over, when people bring weapons to an ICE facility to try to engage in direct violent assault against ICE officers, what is the purpose? It is to prevent immigration and customs enforcement from carrying out the mission the American people elected them to do. Their objective is to make it impossible for ICE to carry out ICE enforcement. When in our history have we tolerated unlawful riotous assemblies night after night around FBI buildings or ATF buildings or DEA buildings? This is the textbook definition of domestic terrorism, using the actual and imminent threat of violence to keep federal officials from doing their jobs. And unless we send in troops and resources, then we will continue to bleed federal law enforcement resources in these street battles. It's absurd, it's unconstitutional, and must be put down.
You say...
I love how his face... What? Huh? What did you say? Oh, I'm surprised. What? Come on, guy. He just laid it down for you. And you have nothing to say other than looking surprised and like confused. Like, what's he talking about? Where's all this going on? Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, if you'd cover the actual fucking news and be an actual journalist and tell the truth to the people, the actual truth, maybe you wouldn't be so surprised when this shit is going on. You just continue to pretend like, oh, it's only like 5 people doing this. Okay, guy.
Title 10 a moment ago, and under that statute, you need either a foreign invasion, a domestic rebellion, or a disturbance that inhibits the ability for law enforcement to carry out federal law. But
you just said it, a domestic rebellion. That's what we're seeing night after night. That's exactly what he said.
This is still conducting operations. Like the facility hasn't been overrun. It seems like local officials are fairly in control of the operation if ICE is still able to execute its mission, is it not?
There's where you move the goalpost. Well, no ICE agents have been killed right now that I know of. They haven't taken over a building. What? That's where we have to like, oh, okay, we got to do something now. They took over a building. What are you talking about? Yes, we see a domestic rebellion night after night after night. And we've seen this over and over. And then you're acting like, oh, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And it's just like what a lot of people say out there. Oh, well, you know, have they killed anybody yet? So we got to wait till somebody's a victim of their hatred and their fucking rebellion before we act on it. We can't like take their word for it when they say, I'm going to kill you. We can't do that, right? Because we got to wait till somebody actually dies. We got to wait till we bury another person on in federal agency. We need to wait till we bury another person on the right for us to take any action or us to take it a little more serious, you know? Because even at that, what are we gonna say? What are they gonna say? I mean, not we. Oh well, you know, the rhetoric behind with the people on the right radicalize these people on the left, and this is why this intense, you know, stirring the pot is just driving these people crazy, and then of course violence is going to ensue. That's you're just going to twist it and put it back on us and gaslight us about it, and this is insane, dude. It's insane behavior.
Do you have any idea how much of ICE's workforce and resources have had to be reprioritized? How much of the Joint Terrorism Task Force's resources have had to be reprioritized to fight these domestic terrorists? Do you have any idea how many resources are spent
you keep
trying
calling
to
them
hunt down and
terrorists, but
track
isn't that hyperbolic to call them terrorists?
What is? No, if anything, I'm understating the severity of the situation.
Yeah.
What issue was more central in 2024 than turning back the border invasion. And since the day we came in, ICE officers have been subjected to a nonstop campaign of physical violence and harassment every single day. And outside of the Portland field office in particular, every night, they come, they assemble, they fight, they try to impede movement, they physically attack. For what purpose? Because we had an election, Boris. We had one. What's the purpose? To use actual physical violence to change the result of the election, to say you cannot turn back the border invasion.
That's 100% true. And like what you said earlier, it is a form of terrorism because they're trying to scare ICE agents from doing their job. They're trying to scare the public from backing up ICE agents. They're trying to scare everybody. Do not go against us, or this is going to be on you. We're going to be on your block. We're going to be in your house. We're going to be threatening you, looking for you. That's what it is. And we see it. We've seen it. Like I said, it's like a fucking sequel of what we went through in 2016. All the time, you see the same play over and over and over. And then the left, what do? Like they just gaslight you and pretend like, well, what are you talking about? It's not that big of a deal. You know, of course, it ain't happening to you people. And wait till it does. Then you're gonna be fucking making it a big deal. And these people, the left will eat their own. We're gonna see it. It's gonna happen, and they're gonna be on the chopping block too because Antifa is a radical, rogue fucking group of people, and it is a group. It's not like this. It's a state of mind or what they say it was. It's an idea. Shut the fuck up. It's an organized group that has chapters that's global as well, and they are funded very heavily, and they have paid protesters. These they're fucking agitators. I mean, and they're physical, they're violent, and they're terrorists, and they hate everything. They want to see the world fucking burn. There's no logic to their violence. It's just let's watch the world burn, let's start chaos and sue chaos, and just see what happens. There's nothing other than that.
Do you have any idea how many resources we have had to redesignate to deal with these street terrorists?
You explain that. Let me ask the question. Let me ask the question. You make the case that these are terrorists, but in what we've seen thus far, the actual incidents of people inciting violence and not responding to law enforcement attempting to disperse them are not an open rebellion. I mean, again,
what do you call that?
You make this characterization as though they're terrorists, and I do wonder if it is potentially a problem in the future for Republicans. If a Democratic president someday calls the National Guard to a red state over what they see as open rebellion demonstration that gets rowdy. I mean, is that not a...
That gets rowdy. Okay. Is that what we call it now? They're just a little rowdy. Let boys be boys. Oh my God, this guy is such a fucking shill for the left. I mean, CNN, get journalists that at least pretend to be like fucking unbiased. Can we at least try that next time? Just a little bit. Let's put a little effort. You know, I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for much, player. Just a little effort. Just a little bit, like, something like this. You know, come on.
Posting pictures of their kids because it's a demonstration, and they have a sniper on top of a building firing a high caliber rifle at a nice facility because it's a demonstration, and they are engaging in vehicle ramming.
But the National Guard isn't being sent to Texas. The National Guard isn't being sent to Dallas, where that sniper was.
Because the Dallas PD and Greg Abbott are fucking cooperating with ICE. They don't need to do that. And if they fucking thought that it was necessary, they would do it, and Greg Abbott would welcome it. That's the difference between that and another liberal state saying you will not be allowed here and ramping up their fucking minions to go and create more havoc and more chaos. You dumb, stupid fuck. How are you a political analyst and you can't comprehend the stupid questions that you're asking and pretending like, oh no, I got him. Oh, it's going to be bad for you Republicans. How? When have we ever seen Republicans out there in mass in every major city, just terrorizing, where we have to, hey, the Republicans are here, guys, the people on the right, let's board up our windows and lock our doors. Said no one ever right now in the last, since I've been alive. You see it always on the left, though.
The Dallas Police Department and the governor of Texas, well, you walked right into that one, have responded to every call for assistance and help. They gave a stand-down order in Chicago, and they gave a stand-down order in Portland. Do you realize that there's
seen this movie. I saw,
11,000
like,
federal
30
law
seconds
enforcement
of it.
officers in Oregon? That's larger than the size of the FBI. Local and state police are resourced to deal with this kind of riotous assembly, but they have refused. They've been given a stand-down order. So
They've
we
arrested
need
some
to use
70
National
people
Guard and
since
federal
June.
troops
They've been
to
arresting
fill in
folks
that
on the
breach.
ground. They've been arresting folks on the ground. They refute
haven't
what you're
touched-
saying outright.
And how many of them have been
We
dropped?
literally have the 911 audio of the stand-down order in Chicago,
Yep.
and we have documented inside of DHS every single unresponded to 911 call over the recent weeks and months. Let me present you with a counterfactual. And I know you're
He bent you over a barrel with that nice little dome of yours and just bop, put it right, boom, just rammed it in there, boy. Oh, you gonna get, boy. What's that? Squeal like a pig, boy. He did you fucking deliverance style on that one. You walked right into it, like you said. You walked right
doing
into it.
your best to try to be even-handed here. But think about this for a second. Joe Biden
Is he
let
really trying to be even-handed?
15, 20 million illegal aliens into the country. Pick your number. It doesn't matter for the purpose of this. What do you think would have happened if anti-migration demonstrators had assembled outside of every Border Patrol and ICE facility for year after year, physically attacking every ICE officer and border agent who was releasing illegal aliens, physically attacking the immigration lawyers representing illegal aliens, physically attacking
call them
the
terrorists.
personnel at
It's
DHS,
an
setting
insurrection.
migrants free by the millions into our country? What do you think would have happened? You think that the response would have been measured? You think it would have been light? They would have had the military in every single facility protecting these federal officers.
They did as well, even with people that remember when they were at the White House and they fucking caged the whole White House. It became like a goddamn pavilion. They did that without anybody on the right protesting or rioting or anything like that. So we know what they do. They've done it. We've seen it the last 4 years, and of course, what are the media just runs cover for them, like always, constantly running cover for them. Oh, that's not a big deal. There's nothing big going on. The right is violent. January 6th. It reminds me of like the lowest, 9/11, where she just says 9/11 over and everything. Yeah, woo, 9/11. 9/11. That's the answer for everything they do. That's the new left thing. It's just like J6. Yeah, J6. Yeah. That boy talking good. He's talking facts. That's all it is. That's all you just switched 9/11 to J6, and that's all you ever use.
We shouldn't have to take all of the FBI, DEA, and ATF agents out of their desks, off their jobs, not prosecuting and pursuing cases of urgent national security because the Portland police won't respond and the Chicago police won't respond. The numbers that we need can only come from the National Guard. ICE officers should have to live in constant fear of death. You say that I'm not using the right term. What would you describe? An organized campaign of violence, fear, intimidation, and doxing, including attacks by sniper, attacks by vehicle ramming. What would you call that, whose sole aim and objective is to disable the functions of an entire federal law enforcement agency, if not domestic terrorism? What other term would apply?
Do you
Again, you ain't gonna answer the question. Do you have evidence of this stuff happening? Yeah, it's on video, you dumb fuck. And this guy is making me sick, bro. He's acting like it's all surprise. Like everything he's saying is just like, what world does this guy live in? He lives in the real world while you live in this made up fantasy bullshit bubble that you live in, where you think, oh, the left ain't violent. They ain't doing nothing. It's not a big deal. It's like 5 people every night. No, it's not. It's not.
have evidence that this campaign is coordinated? Are you planning charges on anyone who is actually coordinating said campaign?
That's what I'm talking about. I agree with him. Finally, you need to arrest people. Who's the one that's funding all this crazy shit? Because these people are getting funded. We all know that. We've seen it with USAID, how they were using the NGOs to fund all these riots and protests that escalated to these crazy, burning down of our cities. So why isn't nobody getting arrested? This guy is a dipshit because he don't even answer the question, and he knows he lost the argument, so he just pivots to a new question. Oh, let me make sure I could save my dignity here, and let me give him another question. So I'm gonna end it after he answers this question. Let's see if hopefully Steve Miller does answer it the way that we like, and we'll go from there.
Yes. So since the Joint Terrorism Task Force has gotten involved, we found that there are common funding, that there is common financing, that there are meeting points, that is
what you're
carefully
describing as
orchestrated,
actual
that is carefully
terrorism.
integrated.
Yes.
Yes.
And you are
This
going
is-
to charge
this is
someone
the-
with terrorism.
I hope so.
Well, so I would like to. The
I bet you would
Congress
like
needs
to, but that doesn't
strengthen
mean
the
you're
laws.
going to. Are you?
No. What I'm saying to you is the Congress has statutes on seditious conspiracy, on insurrection, on impeding federal law enforcement. The domestic terrorism statute in Congress obviously needs to be strengthened. For domestic terrorism in Congress, we have foreign terrorism charges. We have an entire patchwork of federal laws. To the extent that there are charges that apply, we will charge them in every single case. You have impeding law enforcement, you have seditious conspiracy, you have a conspiracy to the private rights, you have assault against law enforcement officers. But all of this meets the hallmark, textbook definitions of domestic terrorism. Boris, I just want you, just for a moment, to step back and think about what we're talking about here. President Trump ran and won a campaign on turning back the border invasion.
You've said that several times, Stephen. We have a limited amount of time, so let me ask you. Let me ask you about the governor of Illinois. Let me ask you about the governor of Illinois.
All right. I agree on that aspect of it. So what are you gonna do about it? Is there gonna be any arrest? Where's the results of this investigation of people receiving this funding? Follow the fucking money. It's not that hard. I guarantee you could get any podcaster, give them the time of day, give them money. I guarantee you could fucking solve this problem really quick because all you gotta do is follow the fucking money. It's not that hard, but y'all make it so hard. And it's like, well, I would like to. So what does that mean? That's not a good answer, and that's not gonna suffice. That's not gonna make me happy or anybody else happy that voted for these terrorists to be held accountable for once instead of just going through the system, having this stupid liberal judge or his liberal DA, his liberal AG, or whatever the fuck goes on, and then they're just getting these charges dropped, and on top of that, they're suing the city. On top of that, they're getting reduced sentences, they're getting slaps on the wrist, and they're talking about like, oh, we need to find out like what's the backstory of this person because they might be, oppressed in some way, or they might have had a bad childhood. They never got hugged by daddy. They have daddy issues, so we can't just throw them in jail because that's wrong. And it makes me feel bad to do that, and it makes them feel bad to be in there. Let's just give them this IOU and say, hey, you promise you won't do it again? Here you go, no bail. Here you go. Go out there, go have fun until you go murder some fucking random person. And then we hear about how you're released 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. What was it, 25 times that one person was released? Constantly seeing the same shit over and over. And Steve Miller, I know, I bet you do want to. And who's holding you back? What's the situation that's holding anybody back? Is Pam Bondi? Because I think it is. I think she's been she's been bad for the movement. She's been bad for Trump, and Trump just has a blind spot with her. I don't know, because she's like a hot 60-year-old. She is a hot 60. I'll give her that. Or what it is. I know. She's giving some late White House choops. Some little choopines. I don't know what's going on, Trump. Come on, let us know. Let us know what's going on. Anyways, I went on longer than I thought I would, but y'all have a great night. I will chop some of this up and put it up for y'all later. Hopefully you had a good time with me, and hopefully I see more of y'all on the stream. I would love to actually connect with a lot of y'all and talk. Hopefully I get some messages one of these days. I'm still on that wish that some of y'all start interacting, because it'll be good to actually get y'all's take on a lot of these points that are being out here, and I would like to get to see what y'all got to think about it, and how is it, especially for people that are in Portland, Seattle, California, Washington State, all these liberal destinations that we've seen, and on the videos and everything else. So I would love to hear y'all's take on it. Anyways, you have a good night. Y'all be safe. I'll see y'all tomorrow.